to actually detect the stream. Of course it's going to be German. Nope, that is the wrong site. Okay, exiting host mode. Okay. I can hear myself just fine. Speak for me.
I will say words, and words shall be said.
Oh, don't. I just gotta wait for it to catch up. You sound good.
Cool, then let's start this thing. New game. Using multiple save files is highly recommended. I never use multiple save files, like almost never, and look how many games I get through.
I don't know, you may come
The
to
only
a
time
choice
it's
where
a
you piss off
problem
the
is when
character.
I forget to save for, like, Oblivion taught me.
Yeah.
That's a very good game to learn how to save for. That game teaches you quickly. At least in the realm of Oblivion, you save all the time. After every battle, you fucking save.
That's why I got an autosave mod at
Both
least to
keyboard and
save my
controller are
ass.
supported for input. I don't believe you because it wasn't working earlier. Of course, it is now. F4 will enter windowed mode. F5 will return to menu. I don't care about window mode. It works. My mouse is on the screen. That might be a little annoying. Escape button will delete letters during name input. Why? That's what backspace is for. Escape button doing that's just weird. Arrow keys will navigate choices when prompted. Left click and enter are used to confirm. You're not telling me any of the buttons for the controller. Thanks for saying that controller is supported, but then telling me not how to use it.
I can imagine
Fucking
it's
lovely.
probably
Please enjoy and choose wisely.
A button's going to be,
Also, get to choose my own
standard.
name. I like it when that happens. Helps immersion.
Unless you're using a PS4 controller.
I'm using a 360 controller that I really need to replace. Because it is old and every now and then likes to suddenly disconnect.
Ah. Oh yeah, I remember hearing that once on a different game. I forget what
It's
game that was.
Danganronpa. You've heard it
Oh,
multiple
yeah.
times. Me bitching because now I can't fucking do anything even though the game's working just fine. One time I even had to get up, unplug the controller, and plug it back in.
Oh, there's an Easter egg if you name your character Yif.
No.
It's not actual porn, he just kicks you out.
I don't care.
I
I don't care. Where am I? Is this
You are no fun.
outer space? Well, it's either outer space or trans-dimensional shit. No, it absolutely can't be. It looks like space. There are stars, galaxy, nebulas. I've never survived in the void. What if you're not a person? I scan my surroundings. What I see should be what I see should be an impossibility. A luminescent nebula gazes back at me. It's alive! Kill it with fire! It twinkles, dancing across the sky. Well, not okay. Apparently, it's also tripping balls. It's beautiful, but I'm not here to stargaze. Of course you're not. As I take in this scenario, I notice some key things. My feet are not on solid ground. I appear suspended. Supports that you're in space theory. For some reason, I'm able to hear and breathe. Those are called gods not hating you. Those are two things you can't do in space. Unless you are supported by something, or a certain entities like you can anyways. I count this as a blessing and focus on breathing. Even a benevolent God, them talking to you is not normally a good thing, because that means you're normally chosen to do something, or they're trying to save you for something just as powerful as them, but evil. So, the blessing thing might be a bit of a... There were exercises I could use. There were exercises I could use to calm myself down. I don't think they work in this situation. 1, 2. That actually doesn't work. 3, 4, 5. Before I get count any higher, though, I'm interrupted. And at that moment, I realize I'm not here by myself. I assumed as much. I feel a hand rest upon my shoulder, and I shiver. I expected to feel fear, but a rest of calm overtakes me. Hello, and welcome to the Ark. This is a very special place, you see. Only a select few are allowed to be here. This is home to those touched by fate, imbued with a power most would call fiction. Others have come, but now it's your turn. First and foremost, I require a name, something to enter in the annals of time. We must ensure that you aren't forgotten.
Absolutely bothers me because I'm about 10 seconds back.
So what should my name be?
Could just go with Gunner.
I was gonna say, is it Gunner? Like, do we know the gender of the person at any given time?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't believe so. Alright, we'll just go. Let's go with this, I guess. God, this screams RPG Maker. It so does. And nice to know, I've fiddled with that enough. Gunner, It has a nice ring to it. Yeah, it really has a nice ring when I pull the trigger. I'm sure you'll be remembered. That's yet to be seen. I don't wish to really be remembered or be famous. That sounds like a hassle. Fame sucks. My name, you ask? I'm afraid that's not important. Bullshit! I have to tell you my name. You have to tell me your name. Alright? This is how this exchange works. No one will remember me after this. I'll remember you, because you're a game. You can't blank. A fiction thing cannot blank the memory of reality. Doesn't work that way. Your presence
the player
here
character
portends
doesn't get to
a
remember.
grand fate. Not just for you, but the universe too. That is the purpose of those who come here. That end, what else do they call you? Your surname is just as important. And out of curiosity, I must know. Nope. Tell me your name first. I'm waiting, asshat. You're not gonna tell me. You're a prick. What should the last name be?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't expecting the last name to be a choice. Or an option.
Well, gonna need a last name. Apparently.
Make something up. Sylvanas or something?
I don't know if Sylvanas will fit.
Probably won't.
We can try. She's my favorite character in WoW anyways, so... S-Y-L... Vanis. Okay, so V... Whoops! Wrong size V. Sylvanas. How do you spell Sylvanas? Like, I got S-Y-L-V-A-N. Is it A-S or something, or what?
It's US.
It's U.S.? You sure?
Yeah.
Did you look it up?
Yes, I did.
Okay. If you made me say that wrong, then curses on you. Gunnar Sylvanas. Oh, I didn't really feel like putting my last name in there. I could have, but I'm being adventurous. Very well. Though Gunnar's not my first name either. That's just the username I use a shit ton. The pleasure is mine. The pleasure is not yours, because you won't tell me your fucking name, because you're an asshole. Giving me your name, the deed is done. Your service to me and the Ark is pledged. Okay, no, I promised to save the universe. I didn't say anything about serving any fucking one. But do not worry, you're not a slave. Bullshit! Your service rewards you with a power, something that most would kill to achieve. Others must bend to the rules of the world, but for you, the opposite rings true. You are no longer a victim of circumstance. When you make a choice, reality will bend. Your every whim will fall to your lap. The universe now accommodates you. The game's self-aware. Shit. What are we gonna do about that? This is the power granted to you by the Ark. I don't like my games knowing that I'm making choices and then changing shit to that. It's kind of disconcerting when it has that level of sentience and self-awareness. This is the power granted to you by me. Right about the Ark. So, are you the Ark? I'm gonna call you Arky. Oh, and it appears that you're fading away. Do you long to return to Earth? I understand, there's fear in the unknown. I will find you again soon, and perhaps then we can talk a little more. Don't be scared, Gunner. I mean no harm. Bitch, you won't even tell me your name! Would you like to save your game? Yes. Oh god, this is definitely like an RPG Maker type thing. Bullet Train. I feel a rush of speed as I'm... That doesn't mean the game's gonna be bad, it's just... I didn't know... I mean, I guess it's not impossible that you can do that. It certainly would be less complicated than the way most people do it. I feel a rush of speed as I'm shot back into my body. Speed? Oh, I didn't fucking know drugs were involved. So I just hallucinated that whole thing. It's good to know. It was almost as my spirit momentarily left me. Yeah. Who is that man? And just what was the Ark? I scratched my head in a state of sheer confusion. Definitely wasn't a dream, I know that for sure. When you wake up from a dream, you know it wasn't real. Not all the time! Some dreams are really fucking convincing because no weird trippy shit happened. So this one is a bit weird because some weird trippy shit happened, but, you know. You laugh it off and continue on with your life. That's not the sensation I was feeling right now. Yeah, you're feeling like... I try to ground myself in reality. I take in my surroundings, the noises, the people. I focus on my destination, Tokyo, Japan. I feel myself calm down slowly but surely. Anxiety starts to replace itself with excitement. Though many would argue that difference is... What the difference is. Who didn't dream of going to Tokyo in their lifetime? I didn't dream of going to Tokyo. I dreamt of taking a vacation to Japan sometime, but I don't really like going to a place with that many fucking people. So, Japan would be cool to visit sometime, but not necessarily Tokyo itself. Because, a shit ton of people. Had to be on the bucket list of millions of people, I bet it is. And it was the first of many places I'd visit, on what would surely be the best year of my life. I sat there holding the armrest with a fierce grip. It wouldn't be long until I figured out how wrong I was. Chapter 1, The Calm Before the Storm. There's a lot of glowy shit. Glowy tattoos, glowy shirts. I tried my best to maintain my composure. A can of Pop Star held firmly in my grasp. Ah, video games that don't have rights to say brands of things. It wasn't one to drink energy drinks so leisurely. I don't like energy drinks, period, so, you know, it's... I picked up what you might call an addiction. That's my story with Mountain Dew.
Sounds about right.
For a little bit more context, I'll say this. Popstar was the leading brand of energy drink. In fact, it was almost as popular as soda. Bullshit. It had full endorsement from a famous pop idol. That don't mean shit! It just means that pop idol really likes that drink. It doesn't mean the drink itself is good.
That's how endorsements work.
The contest was held to concede with this idol's new tour. Oh, to decide a contest, huh? 2 special cans were then thrown into the wild. Those that found them got to travel with the tour, almost like a golden ticket from the old childhood stories. Isn't there only like one story I know? I only know one story where there's golden tickets, and that's called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I believe it's one of those things he's kind of worried he doesn't want to actually...
The only other one I can think of was there was a movie, now that I think about it. It was kind of a Christmas-themed thing, and he got a ticket to go on a train to go visit Santa Claus, but I don't know if that ticket was gold or not.
It was gold.
It was gold? Okay.
Yeah.
So I know 2. The contest made the drink skyrocket in popularity. No shit. It took the world by storm, a cultural phenomenon. The chance to live a life of luxury was hard to pass up. I don't know. In case you didn't know, the name of the idol was Clace. Clace? Oh dear
Clace.
God. Clace? Oh
yes,
Jesus.
the self-insert.
That sounds fucking made up. Is that made up? I hope that's not actually someone's name and then I just sound like an asshole, but it kind of sounds made up.
I'm pretty sure it's technically made up, but once again, it's the self-insert here.
So when I say I picked up something of an addiction, That might actually be an understatement of the year. The odds of winning were literally in the billions. So it took a fair amount of chugging in order to win. What if you already won, then you don't have to drink it anymore? I asked myself if it's worth it, but that's subjective. At least that's what I told myself in between jitters. Just how addicted were you? I mean, I'm addicted to Mountain Dew, but... God damn. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of shaking going on for like 5 minutes if I don't have one long enough, but that's it. That's it. I don't have the jitters every single time I'm not drinking the damn thing. What the fucking hell? Go see someone! Now! You're probably having a fucking seizure and you don't even know it. Being one of the lucky few came with its consequences. Seizure, stroke, whatever. Fucking having the shakes because of a can in between jitters. Every time he's literally not drinking, he's having the jitters. That's way more severe of addiction than what little I have with Mountain Dew. Holy crap. That's like fucking drug level. That's B1 Lucky 2 came with its consequences. That's what the media call the prospective winners. Of course, because of consequences. It's called people are gonna fucking hate you and be jealous as hell. Before I continue thinking, I'm interrupted. Someone walking down the aisle has a nasty fall. They brace their descent and land on the seat beside me. That takes a special kind of skill, doesn't it? He quickly rises to his feet, wearing a look of panic. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What are you? What the hell are you? I have no idea what that is. Please forgive me. I nod my head. It's not at the end of the world. Are you supposed to be a squirrel? I assume this because of the thing on your shirt. Good to know that this universe doesn't care jack shit what colors pop out. Because he's a blue squirrel with some green hair on his tail and then red hair.
Yeah.
I know it might seem harsh, but I make fun of every game. Why is the picture tilted? I nod my head. It's not the end of the world. Aside from a minor frighten, everything is fine. Although, maybe we could talk to pass the time. It was starting to get boring sitting by myself. First time on a train, don't know what came over me. I just got dizzy and then BAM! Sounds like someone has a case of vertigo. I apologize again. Sorry for intruding, I really am. I try explaining to him that everything is fine, but he seems to think he's committed an awful crime. An alarm sounds. Oh my dear God! An alarm! Panic! Everyone! Jump out of the windows! There's a bomb on board! Remember, it's not possible to please everyone. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for telling me the obvious. Before we respond, however, the alarm sounds loudly. A train comes to a screeching halt. Mechanical failure? That's not good. Oh no, what was that? Are we going to die? I wasn't exactly being serious, but if you're really thinking every time an alarm sounds off means you're about to fucking die, then maybe you shouldn't travel a whole bunch. I can't help but snicker at that. He's clearly one of those catastrophic thinkers. No shit. Good thing I brought a conch. What the fuck? Now I could be in power if we're stranded. What? What? Is that a reference to the fucking magic conch thing? A bit of a bookworm too, isn't he? I decided to sit back and wait it out. In situations like this, there is nothing else to do. I try and think of how I'd pass the time. It might be a while until we're mobile again. He said, hold on. Fucking God. Holy crap.
And back.
I can't use my phone for anything other than text. The data charges while aboard were a death sentence. But everybody back home would already be asleep. There was quite the time difference at play here. It's almost like a... Does this mean you're somewhere closer to like the States or Europe, my character? Would have to be if everyone would be asleep while it's daytime in Japan. Also, when are my choices coming out? I didn't get any choices yet. Phone vibrates and I go to look at it. Almost as if I knew I was thinking about it. It's Rook. The man I'm meeting at the train station. Are you almost here? Can't wait all day, you know. He's wondering where I am. I'm not sure what to say. Should I play it cool or let him know we've stalled? Why would you not tell him it stalled? This seems like something to know. I mean, the other one sounds like a complete dick move. I'm gonna pick I can't say for sure.
Yeah.
Rook didn't like your response. Well, fuck you! I'm pretty sure you'd be more pissed if I told you, oh yeah, I'll be there anytime now, and it takes like a whole another hour to get there? Fuck you! I'm not even gonna feel a little bit sad about that one. Chose to be honest with him. Wouldn't want to get things off to a bad start. Well, apparently it's already a bad start! God, uncertainty, my least favorite thing to hear very well, but somehow I feel that's exactly what happened. Well, fuck you! Also, I probably should have said, you know, the train stalled, but it wasn't a fucking option. Exactly what happened. His reply signals his feeling of discontent, but there's nothing I could do. Tell him the train stalled, and that's why you're not sure. You know, that's a reasonable explanation, and if he's still pissed at you then, fuck him. And of course, there's nothing to do. And of course, I was truthful. I could rest easy. I noticed that the squirrel was also eagerly texting away. Put my phone back in my pocket and reclined in my seat. I wasn't exactly sure how Rook was related to Clace. Okay. But it had to be pretty high up there. I was only given concert details last week. I thought there'd be limos and media coverage. But I was quickly told this wasn't the case. That's a little surprising. Big event like that, they normally swarm that crap. I was getting picked up by a regular guy named Rook. Maybe he's a helping hand? I don't know. I wonder if he would go full-on cliche. I wonder if a large piece of cardboard that says Gunner. I hope not. Someone's gonna get punched if that's the case. Oh man, I really hope we'll be okay. My train rides are usually incident-free. Usually? But he said that this was his first time. He seems to contradict himself without realizing it. Well, as fun as awkward silences are, we should probably get to know each other. He's a stalker! Run away! He's already lied to you once! Get the fuck out of there! Especially seeing how the lie didn't fucking matter if I knew he was his first time or if he rides trains a lot. That gives no indication. He's working for the forces of evil threatening the universe. I mean, for the love of God, he's a squirrel that's blue!
I think you're being a little bit racist here. You're judging him by his color.
No, I'm only saying that. I wouldn't have judged him before, but I'm starting to doubt whether or not that's a natural color for a squirrel in this universe, because he's already lying to me.
Listen, I'm going to assume it's a natural hair color because you know how much it would cost for hair dye for everything.
A lot, but he's also got like 3 different hair colors going on here. Well, as fun as awkward silences are, we should probably get to know each other. Just in case we're stuck here forever. Yep, yeah, we're not going to be stuck here forever. Oh, how fun that would be. You can call me... Oh, dear God. Keela? Oh my God, are you a chick? Because if you're a chick, I'm so sorry for calling you a dude.
Pretty sure it's a boy.
Keela? Kyla? Oh, dear God. Blue Squirrel. I'm here to see some friends. What about you? What brings you to Tokyo? It's nice to meet another English speaker. That sounds weird. I only speak Japanese at a preschool level. Hey, that's enough to ask where food is. That's an important thing to know. I'm about to answer, but I stopped myself short. I have flashbacks to when I signed that NDA. Oh, so you're not allowed to say? I wasn't allowed to publicly reveal why I was here, at least not until the media made it official. But then again, what harm could it do? I'd likely never find itself back to me. Plus, Keela could be impressed with who I really am. A friend would be a great thing to have while aboard. Some choices don't have immediate... Well, sorry, I can't say why I'm here. Why don't you just say you're here... Just say you're here to see someone. That's not a lie. I also ain't saying I won the contest, because if they find out, there's a whole heap of fines and other goddamn things involved. Sorry, I can't say why I'm here. I decided to stick to my morals and not break the NDA. It was probably for the best. Yeah! Who wants a lawsuit? Exactly! If I did let out my secret and word got back to Rook, well, I'm sure they'd be hard to pay. Oh, you can't say? That's cool, I guess. I'm just here to visit my brother. Nothing to hide on my end, really. You just say you're here to visit someone! You could literally... It's literally not a lie, and you give nothing in details. I thought he said he was here to meet friends. Now he's here to meet his brother? He's a perpetual liar! That seems odd. Nothing to hide, huh? I feel bad that I can't tell him. He clearly realizes that I'm hiding something. He's also been lying to your face! So, fuck him! I'm still really excited. It's my first time in Tokyo. Gotta hit up all the maid cafes. I forgot those were a thing. Of course, typical tourist. What about you? Would you ever go to a maid cafe? I've heard they're just the best. Maid cafes? Those were much like restaurants in Western culture. I'm willing to bet it's not. I really am. I'm pretty sure in Western culture there isn't a whole lot of restaurants where people are running around in maid outfits. Alright? Whoever your waitress actually stays at your table. You converse with them, play games, get to know them. It was definitely a foreign concept to me. That is. How to respond to Keela? I don't know. I've never been the one. I can't say they aren't really my thing. I guess it would be interesting to see what happens if your raider has to stay with you the whole time. Sure. Why the fuck not? Cool, we'll have to keep in touch. I've looked online at all the tourist sites. There's some great ones down in Akibara. I know Akibara! I know about that! Everyone... That's like Cosplay Central in fucking Japan. Pretty sure it is. Which would make sense that it's in Akibara, then. Before I continue talking, the train moves again, and the passengers are shaken by the sudden movement. Keela becomes a wide smile, as if this was a major victory. Wow, I was scared for nothing. Of course you were scared for nothing. That didn't really last long at all. He sure seems like quite the character. If we did end up going to those maid cafes, well, there'd be no shortage of entertainment. I wonder if the same could be said of Rook. More importantly, I wonder how he'd treat me. He surely seems like an interesting guy. For one, I'm glad I didn't break my NDA. I don't think I would have been able to face him if I did. I find it odd that I'm analyzing my previous actions, as if I could have changed what I said and what I did. Perhaps it was because of that weird vision I had. I can control my own destiny or something like that. What a ridiculous thing to comprehend. If I could control my destiny, I wouldn't be here. He'd probably be off somewhere living a life of luxury. That's not what he meant by controlled destiny, I think. But there's no such use thinking like that, so I stop. At that exact moment, a pain attacks my chest. More pain than I've ever felt before. It pauses with me, my increasingly... not pauses, goddamn. It pulses with my increasingly fast heartbeat. I go to clutch my gut instinctively, only to find out that I can't move. Everything around me seems to have frozen in place. I start to panic. I go to focus on my breathing like before, but I can't breathe either. I sense someone behind me, and then I feel it. That hand on my shoulder again. The pain fades away and I gasp loudly for air. Is there something about his touch? Are you gonna tell me your name yet? Terribly sorry for earlier. Our meeting seems to have been cut short. Perhaps you desired to return to Earth. After all, the universe bends to you now. Am I that frightening? Either way, I can sense conflict within you. You think what happened earlier was a dream. I'm starting to doubt that. That or I got some weird drugs. Yet now, your dream stands before you. I am real, the Ark is real. And the power that you have? Well, yes, it's real too. I am not here to lecture you anymore. Your words and actions are your own. As is the power I have given you. However, you will be asked to help me. You are not receiving this power for free. But I will let you run free for today. When I see you again tonight, I will tell you everything. And then your journey will begin. Will you tell me your name? Would you like to save your game? Yes! Also, we're not going back and changing shit. So we're gonna keep saving over the same file and see what the fuck happens. I was immediately shot back to my own reality. Or at least a reality I was comfortable with. But I know one thing for sure. That really happened. The Ark wasn't just a dream. He actually gave me some sort of power. I have no idea what to think right now. The confusion inside of me intensifies. It's like millions of voices are fighting in my head, trying to make sense of everything that happened. Hey, are you coming? Gila stands before me, his luggage in tow. I notice that I'm also standing up. It appears that my body has moved on its own, almost like something momentarily took over. Did I say something wrong? Gosh, I need to watch my mouth. I tell him that he did nothing wrong. I let him know I was lost in my own train of thought. He seems to giggle, as if this was a pun. Well, meta-wise, it is a pun. I decided to take the credit for it. Perhaps in an attempt to ease my inner turmoil. At least he waited for me, or I'd be clueless right now. That's the last thing I want to be. Alone and confused in Tokyo? Bad combination. Alone and confused in any city is a bad combination. I apologize for the delay as we exit the train. Fright looms over me for the rest of the day. Whatever happened tonight would change everything. Fade to black. Ta-da! Earlier that day, in the courtrooms of Terra, a planet far from Earth, yet closer than was known to any. Oh god, am I two different characters? I hope not. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, I present to you Lord Player. It's kind of funny. Your current leader in the race for mayor. With that, your future king. I've been his humble servant for years, and through that I'm certain of one thing. He will bring Terra to an age of prosperity. Come now, Riley, you embarrass me. I'd rather speak for myself. I'm flattered, but they need to hear me. I shall speak of this prosperity on my own. This is something that every Terran must hear. Under our current king, we are doomed. Forgive me, Lord Player. I did not mean to embarrass you, not in front of all these people. I mean you no quarrel, Riley. God damn, this is loud! Can you still hear me?
Yes. Well, barely.
I mean no quarrel, Riley. Have a seat. I'll call you as needed. Can I? I don't know if I can pause this. What does X do? Yes, my lord. Y does nothing. B does nothing. Okay, B continues things as well. Let me ask you a question. No. That does nothing. Allow me to ask you all a question. You don't need to answer vocally. Just ponder on it as food for thought. If I may paint my image in your minds... Oh, thank God. You have a starving family. Your only desire is to feed them. You work harder than you ever have before, but you only have enough food to feed half. The rest of your family will simply starve. Though before you can eat, there's a knock. A violent rapping on the door of your home. You learn that it's someone new to Terra. They fled the destruction of their home. All they want is a new life on our soil. They beg for your food, almost dying, but if you feed them, your family suffers. In this case, charity is a curse. They live, and your family may die. So what would you do? Would you help a stranger, even if it goes on to hurt your family? I believe I know what your answer is. Why would I let my family die? Why would I give a stranger my food? I do not blame you if this is your answer. You work so hard for the sustenance. Why are you expected to just give it away? Why is Terra expected to give it away? This is the portrait painted of our world. A place to be taken advantage of. Used. We can barely sustain ourselves, yet we need to care for these immigrants? Your current king is making fatal mistakes. He gives everything away, freely, and he calls himself the Immortal King. If he truly lived for several millennia, well, you'd think he'd have common sense. Something Terra has been lacking as of late. Every immigrant we accept, they're another stroke on our canvas. One that paints us as lax and lazy. The more we accept into our world, the more we condemn ourselves to accept. There is the power of that word of mouth. The power of that word of mouth. Ugh. At this rate, we will all die. Regardless of our origin, we will starve. I wanted a strict immigration law, but even this will not help us. You don't allow a disease to run rampant. We need to cure this blight, permanently. A vote for Player will give us severance. A disconnect from all the other worlds. No longer will they be able to use us. If elected, I will devote my life to this. I will assure Terra's independence, and and our base right to live fulfilling lives. Only then will we be free from immigration. Only then will our resources be our own. That is all. Will there be any questions? I have a question for you, Lord Player. You look evil. If you're accepting, of course. Why do you look evil? Please speak, my child. My name is Kalen. Please refrain from calling me child. Jesus. I'm not one of your blind followers. The real problem lies with your greed. You are noble. You have so much food. Why do you hoard and say we've run short? What? If people like you learned to share, we'd all be leading happy lives. You're a single man, yet I've seen some inside reports. You've hoarded enough food to feed dozens. Inside reports? Wouldn't it be more fitting to share? The supply is there, Lord Player. Your campaign is based on a lie. And why do you have so much food? You don't look that round to me. This is why the Lord is... Oh my god. I'm not even gonna try it. The other person wants a... I don't know that word either. Not on everybody, just the rich. A tax? Do you mean tax? Is that what that one word fucking means? So I don't think you care about our food, or any resources for that matter. You only care about removing foreigners. So my question is, what is the true reason you seek severance? What gives you the right to say this? You're speaking to your future king. Future king? Don't make me laugh. You're avoiding the question. Where is your proof? Accusations require evidence, Kalen. Something I'm sure you don't have. I laugh at the notion that I am hoarding, especially enough to feed dozens of people. I know the importance of giving. I would never keep that while others starve. Really? You fooled me. That story you just told everyone? It was about not sharing and giving. I ask why you seek severance, and you go on and get this defensive? Your hatred speaks volumes, Lord Player. There's no need to discriminate here. Everyone deserves food and shelter. Not just those native to Terra. I seek severance to be independent. I only want to share amongst our own. I don't want a reputation of charity. I want Terra to thrive on its own. If we keep giving things away, we only give off a bad image of ourselves. Well, even if you did achieve severance, we'd still be full of immigrants. Not only that, but their descendants too. How does this make you feel? Simple. We establish a new Terra. Once we are severed, we'd all be natives. We unite as one self-sustaining world. Funny you should bring that up now, rebranding our entire world. You think that'd be part of your campaign? Typical politician. Making things up. Turning all the negatives into positives. I'll give you credit, but I'm not fooled. I ask again for proof, child. Fine. Your servant Kabu has all of it. He provided a peculiar shipping manifest. It should be all that we need to prove this. What? Any evidence substantiates his claims. Claims of hearing immigrant hate speech. A nightly pastime of yours, it seems. I'll let him handle it from here. Where are you? Where are you supposed to be? I know from all that Kalen said. Kabu, you traitor! What have I done to deserve this? At first I thought Player was my friend. I know I'm not from Terra, but he made me feel wanted, like a son. But he started to hate immigrants so much, I realized more that I was only being used. He just wanted a cheap servant. And now reluctantly he's been hoarding food. Not reluctantly, recently, creating nothing but artificial storage. One he can conveniently blame on immigrants. And one that he can use as cover. He convincingly hides his hatred, while supporting his campaign for mayor. The problem isn't those coming to Terra, it's the greed of those that live on it. Our immortal king speaks the truth. A tax on the upper class. Yes, and everyone would be fed. Vote for what's-his-face continued reign. You know you speak lies. Why are you doing this, Kabu? Please look at this shipping manifest. I will place it here for all to see. that you may know player's true nature. Remember, he owns lots of land on Terra. This is but one of many instances. I'm positive he hoards at his other homes. Forged. The evidence is forged. Do not trust such infantile accusations. It was likely created by what's-his-face. Riley, have a word with the people. And shortly realize Kaboo's deceit. And guards, please detain those two men. Men? Wasn't the Fox Lady Fox Lady? Or am I wrong? Is that was a guy? We know that there aren't many people standing around. The initial rush must have already subsided. At least Kayla waited for me. How long was I out? Well, I guess this is it, huh? I kind of pictured a grander entrance, but there's really nobody here. Oh well, I should have expected less. That way you don't get disappointed. It's better than getting your hopes up. That was sure an odd way of looking at things. Of course, nothing about Keela was normal. Hey, pull out your phone. Wish to exchange numbers just in case. I'll be in touch about the maid cafes. I read up on some really cool ones. Suppose I was phoning to waste my information. I pulled the phone out of my pocket and do the same. A few moments passed, we exchanged our digits. You got Keela's contact information. Thanks. It's nice to meet you. I'm always glad to make a new friend. He starts to scurry away. I hope he's a texter. I hate getting phone calls. It seems so weird. Why are phone calls weird? Our generation is definitely hooked on text messages. I disagree. I am not. I wonder where I'm supposed to go. Rourke never gave me detailed information. You're still there, right?
Yeah, I am.
I expected he'd be right there when I got off, but I didn't see anyone at all, actually. I quickly turned a corner and bumped into a helpless woman. Hey, watch where you're going, will ya? I sit back and immediately apologize. I tell her I was just looking for my friend Rook. I explain the fact that I'm a foreigner and... Foreigner? Oh, so am I. But I'm no... What the hell is that word? What? No!
What?
What is that word?
Order. I have no fucking idea.
You should
I'm just going to say fool.
You should probably tell your friend to meet you in the atrium. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. She points towards a large open area. I guess that's a good enough landmark. I thank her and start to follow her direction, but before I can get too far, a hand grasps my shoulder. Oh no, could it be that man again? Please just give me some peace and quiet today. Hey! Are you so lonely that you've taken up talking to yourself? That's weird. I'm extremely relieved. For a moment I thought it might have been that man again, but no. This must be Rook. What does he mean by talking to myself? Whatever. I'm glad you're here. The PA speakers mentioned possible delays, and that's not something I can tolerate. Oh, so you're gonna be still pissed at me for something I can't fucking control, even though you now know it was a delay and not me being indecisive. Dude, go fuck yourself. I can tolerate. We're on a strict schedule. I can't help that, alright? That's outside my control. I don't care about your damn acronym. He starts typing away on his tablet. Strict. Adjective. Acting in close... Oh my god. In close conformity to requirements or principles. Ever heard of that word before? Wow. And I thought Keela was a character. Although I guess I would be a little upset if he was boring. No one likes a stick in the mud. So where's the other one? I was confused. I wasn't quite sure what he meant. I asked him for clarification. The other contest winner, I mean. You were supposed to be together? Wait, what? Insufferable. I hate being lied to. Drop the axe. Seriously, where is he? I tell him I have no idea what he's talking about. I didn't mean anyone in the train except for Keela. Wait, could that mean... No way. Out of shadow, someone suffered towards us. Hey, you two. You were watching us? That's exceedingly creepy. Oh, so that's why he was lying. He at least could have kept his story straight. What a group. We have ourselves a stalker. And someone who talks to themselves, too. I really don't get what he means. I was clearly getting directions from that woman. I wasn't watching you. I was just shy. And hold on a second. You're the other contest winner? He really emphasizes the word, "you're." I wasn't sure if I should take offense to this or not. Although now I'm glad I didn't break the NDA. Rook would have found out for sure. I guess I should have expected it. Both on the same train, both English speakers. It adds up. Well, either way, I have to say, I'm really glad it's you. I feel like we got along on the train. Even if it was only for a few minutes. We can go to a maid cafe for sure now. We'll be spending so much time together. Isn't that cool? I'm ecstatic. I guess save my game? I'm not quite sure why. That seems a bit out of the blue. I don't remember making a choice. A maid cafe, you say? I'd highly advise against that. They're just a waste of time. Plus, you two don't look like the type. Maid cafes attract a certain clique. What's that supposed to mean? Whatever you want it to mean, I guess. Thanks for making plans without me, though. It's nice to know my input is valuable. Well, what did you have in mind? Nothing, really. I guess that's where you got off lucky. There's been something of a delay. You won't make place for a day or two. So my new task is simple. Waste time. I'm supposed to take you where you want. That is, until things are back on track. Wait, then why are you mad? We got to choose where to go. You didn't even have any ideas, Rook. I'm changing the subject now. You want to go to a maid cafe? Well, I know a few hot ones to attend. Most of them are in Electric Town. Electric Town? You don't mean Akihabara? Yes, I do. We all spend lots of time there. It's a place to be for tourists. That and Clace loves the atmosphere. A lot of his outings are I know how to say that word, but I keep fucking it up anyways. Akihabara. Jesus. Wow. We'll get along great then. But you mentioned something came up? Is everything okay? Why the delay? Oh, it's fine. Clace got into a fight. Him and his tour manager disagree a lot. But Sid's always managed to quell him. Oh, I hope it's nothing too serious. He'll be fine. Clace is a hothead. He'll be fine after venting and relaxing. Anyway, you better get moving. We won't get anywhere standing here all day. It's high time we ditch this station. Why are you asking me to save so often? Oh, because I don't have a pause menu, so I can't pause it I can't save it myself. Okay, I understand. So, Brooke is a definite asshole, would you agree?
Yes.
Fucking, there's even a whole nother delay that we wouldn't be able to go on schedule anyways, that's completely out of our fucking control. Not even including the train, so he's definitely a jackass. It's like, goddamn. After a few moments of walking, we exit the station. I feel a soft breeze and take a sharp inhalation. It's nice to feel some fresh air after all that time. The plane and train ride were definitely stuffy. Interesting. The air here feels different. Not in a bad way, I mean, just different. No, it's probably expected in a foreign country. The air almost smells cleaner than it does back home. Where are you from that the middle of Tokyo feels cleaner? There's no way. It's a big-ass busy city. Whoa, what's with that smell? Not what you're used to, huh? Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Just enjoy the fresh air. You deserve it. They did rush you onto that train, right? No time to relax after that long flight. But you're good now. Relax and enjoy it. Oh, now you're telling us it's okay to slow down. Fuck you. Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, wait. Does that mean we were on the same plane? That's so cool. What are the odds? Actually, it's incredibly probable. We both won the same contest after all. They likely expensed and brought stuff in sets. I don't say this though. Don't want to downplay Keela. Pretty solid actually. You both won the same contest after all. See fucking Rook doesn't anyways. Enter Rook, the social assassin. Blurting out the things we don't dare to. I didn't think of it that way, I guess. He looks deflated. See, that's why I refrained. Well, we shouldn't stand around. We didn't leave just to waste time out here. We've got a little bit of a surprise for you. Remember how we said things would be quiet? Well, Clace went and pulled some strings. The kind of strings that get you a limo. We have a limo? Like, just for us? That was a pleasant surprise, actually. Rook gives a soft smile as he says the word limo. I can tell he's been waiting to let out that secret. Yeah, something like that. We use it to move you around town. At least until we leave Tokyo behind. But even then, we'll just rent a new one. This tour is going all sorts of places. You'll get to travel the world in style. Mood completely reversed. Thanks, Brooke. Should we get going then? Where is it? Well, actually, it's right here. It's right there. Rook Boys are a limo parked just a few feet away. I never expected we'd get to drive in that. Especially after they mentioned the low-key aspect. Well played. Definitely off to a good start now. He knocks on the window, calling someone inside. After a few moments pass, a new face enters the scene. Bird Lady. So, you two are it? Yeah, I guess. 2 winners, remember? We're not here to visit a chocolatier. Not what I meant. Just expected something else. What does she mean by that? Well, you can call me Jade. It's a pleasure to meet both of you. The contest just had a year of hype. I built up this weird image in my mind. I expected the winners to be larger than life. What? I apologize if I offended you in any way. Surely you can understand what I meant. We often have these sorts of preconceptions. I suppose I know what you mean. No offense taken either. It's nice to meet you too. But speaking of preconceptions, can you tell us a little bit about Clace? I feel like the image in my head and my mind is wrong. You met him, right? He must have all kinds of inside knowledge. I see him all the time, but yeah, many people get him wrong. He's a few words I use to describe him. Self-absorbed, egotistical, holier than thou, arrogant, disrespectful. He's the worst. Yeah, that's not surprising in the slightest. Excuse me? It was a joke, Keela. I'm still learning this humor thing. How can you still be learning humor? You're a full-grown woman, for crying out loud! Have you never told a joke ever? Or are you a fucking android? But I guess I have a few more steps to go. That was her definition of a joke? She doesn't need steps, she needs leaps and bounds. It's almost certainly how rumors are started. Someone won't know she's joking, and it'll spread. Rook tries to teach me in our off time, but I guess I'm far from mastering it. I don't know if Rook can tell a joke by his attitude so far. Oh, that explains it. Rook taught her. He's the last person in the world I'd say is funny. Oh, I'd appreciate an honest answer, of course. He can be shy and silent, but he knows to be loud and outgoing. He can be polite and formal, or he can be crude and lax. He's just like any of us. When you're on stage, or even when you're doing an interview, you're just putting on an act for the world. I think we'll get along with him just fine, but I don't think you know him yet either. The amount of people that do is very small. Alright, thanks for answering. Sounds like he's under lots of pressure. It sucked to have an image to maintain. And about the humor thing, you're doing great. Don't lie! Oh dear God, don't say that kind of lie. You need to tell her it was fucking awful if you're even gonna address it at all. Great, keep learning. Whoa, Keela can lie? Of course he can lie! He lied to you like 4 times. Thanks, Keela, it's always fun to learn. Anyway, let's get ourselves in a limo. We'll get this adventure started. Sounds good. I can't wait. My hype level is off the charts. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Outside the courthouse, moments later. So, do you think that'll ruin Player? Only time will tell, Conrad. It was risky, but we succeeded. We now have our inside man. Kaelin can operate from within Pelair's home. So I have to ask, was the evidence real? It doesn't matter. It helped us. It means to an end, I believe they say. We have everything we need to take him out. I doubt Player will go down without a fight. It won't be pleasant for Kaelin or Kaboo. What do you think he'll do? Oh my Jesus. We're gonna call you Minion, because that's as close as I can say to with your fucking name. They'll be put into interrogation, I think, but this doesn't cause me much concern. Kaelin has been trained to resist torture. The major fact is that he's inside now. Kaelin's a guy? I thought that was a fox lady. Again, the fuck. We just need to wait for his correspondence. After that, we can formulate a plan. I'm very confused. I think he'll plant some evidence. Something we can find next time we're there. An innocent visit and an incriminating find. So Kaelin can resist torture, eh? He looks pretty frail to me. And Kaboo? He'll probably face the brunt of this. It's a worthy sacrifice, isn't it? Kaboo did this willingly. I guess. I can see it now. Assassin's Guild out-scrubbed politician. It's gotta help our reputation, right? You're an Assassin's Guild. There is no helping your reputation. The word assassin has painted your whole guild blacker than shit. We're the Assassin's Guild. We need to have no reputation. No shit. I guess. Just trying to make conversation. If people found out about us, they'd quickly find that the king funds us. Then he'd be the one getting ousted. Fine. So what do we do now? The player situation remained on standby. We must wait for instructions from Kalen, or until we have another off-worlder. The player has been more than happy to take them. With that said, this ritual is our goal. It helps us both fronts now, on both fronts, Conrad. The ritual? Again? You sound like you're stuck in a loop. Our track record of failure is demotivating. You know how what's-his-face feels about failure. But we got an off-worlder no matter what. If that happens, we'll bring them to player. We gain his trust through these failures. It's symbiotic, Conrad. This isn't making any sense, but okay, it's cold, minion. Yes, it gives me chills. What? He walks away, done with the conversation. Jeez, what a mentor he is. I'll never get anywhere worthwhile. Oh well, a man can dream. Minion, wait for me, because I can't say your name, so I'm gonna call you Minion. Minion, Minion, Minion. Dark shady shit we witnessed. And now we're in a limo. We're led into a massive limo. Actually, emphasis on massive. I didn't think it would be this big on the inside. Jade promptly gets situated in the driver's seat. This leaves Rook, Keelan, and myself in the back. Wow, this is amazing. It's so spacious, so luxurious. You know, the next time it asks me to save, I probably should temporarily quit the game so I can turn down the volume some more.
The volume isn't loud. It's just, for some reason, you keep dropping out on my end.
It's because the music picks up. I wait for Rook to provide some sort of witty remark. However, he doesn't. So, the music's loud enough to cut out my voice. That's a bit of a problem, don't you think?
No, what I mean is I don't even hear the music coming through the Skype call. You just keep dropping out.
I'm not talking about the Skype call. I was kind of fucking referring to the stream as to whether or not you could hear me.
I was referring to the Skype call the entire time.
I didn't know that. That's probably just Skype being fucking Skype.
I couldn't hear you half the time. So
I wait for Rook to provide some sort of witty remark, however he doesn't. That's odd. He seems spaced out. I call his name and give him a gentle nudge. Huh? Oh, sorry, you two. I guess it's in my own little world. Actually, it looked like he was staring at Jade. I found myself questioning the relationship of these two. She quickly turns and speaks to us through the divider. So, where to? Unfortunately, we're going to a maid cafe. And no, it wasn't my idea. Spare me from any side insults, Jade. Alright, Rook. I'll keep them inside. But I think I know which maid cafe you want. Yeah, just no mocking, okay? It's for their benefit, not mine. I wouldn't dream of it. Thanks, Jade. It means a lot to me. Alright, let's fasten our seatbelts. Don't want anyone dying before the tour. Anyways, this is really awkward part. We're supposed to bond or whatever. We're supposed to bond. He cringes as he says the word bond. Instead of acknowledging that, I know something else. I can hear some noise coming from the passenger seat. Was something up there with Jade? I asked Rook about this. Oh, you noticed, huh? Inumi, do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hey? I have no idea where you are. Hey. He retreats as quickly as he appeared. Huh? I haven't the faintest idea who that was. That was Clace's brother, Inumi. Clace's brother? But he looks nothing. It's Clace's brother, Inumi. Keela was right, but Rook cuts him off. Was he putting on some sort of act? If anything, it was for Inumi's benefit. I decided to play along, as does Keela. Oh, I see. Well, that's cool. Very cool indeed. I can't tell if he's sincere or not. Well, moving on. I should go over the basics with you two. Just stuff to know before I let you wander. Make sure you're paying attention, alright? Feel free to take notes if we need to. Keela and I lean forward and listen intently. Here's a book for the both of you to have. It lists common Japanese phrases inside. I suggest learning a few common ones. Namely, I don't understand Japanese. I'm probably assuming here, so I'm sorry, but I doubt you could hold a conversation. Oh, and the scissors call you gaijin? Well, that's a term of endearment. Based on what I know of Japanese culture, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna call either one of us gaijin. Also, I'm not entirely sure if that's a term of endearment. I don't quite remember. I have to watch Gaijin Goomba on that again, because he actually knows Japanese and spent time teaching over there. It's nice to know Rook can be civil and polite. For once, he's actually helping us. I assumed his default mood was condescend everyone. He hands each of us a book. I put mine in my pocket. It's definitely travel size. I'm sure it'd help. That was one of the things I was actually worried about. If someone tried to talk to me, I couldn't talk back. Oh, almost forgot. There's one last thing you should know. It relates to current events in Tokyo. It's mostly superstition, of course, but it's got everyone up in arms, so it's better that you hear it from me. What is it? The midnight deaths. The midnight what? This seems like very important information. Tokyo's been hit by suicide and murder. More and more cases of these past a day. But it gets a little weirder than that. All the cases happen at midnight, like clockwork, right on the dot. Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. The deaths have been mysterious in nature. No culprit for the murders, no evidence. That's why it has everybody talking. The crime scenes don't add up at all. What happened is physically impossible. But to us, that's not really important. There's something far more noteworthy. And that's when these deaths first started. What do you mean? I know it's coincidence, but these deaths started a month ago. On the night of our arrival in Tokyo. What? Oh my god! Is Clay secretly a murderer? Is he a murderous bastard? Some people think the tour is an ill omen. That perhaps being here is the cause of it. What? That's not nice. Of course it's not nice. Indeed. I hope that explains some things, especially why we kept your arrival quiet. We didn't need any more fanfare around us. Restrictions are even being put upon Clays, so don't feel singled out in all this. Everyone's being affected equally here. So to that end, please stay quiet. Don't let anybody know why you're here. At least not for the next little while. But I know you're both trustworthy, so just continue as you have been. You aren't even doing a press release. At least not until Singe is ready. He handles these situations with expertise. He's kind of like my boss and teacher. And don't worry about your enjoyment. You still have fun, I guarantee it. That's just a few precautions to take. Later tonight, we'll get you to your hotel. Everything's still on par for the green. So just don't cause any commotions, okay? Yeah, of course. Don't want to make things worse. The place must be under enough stress as it is. Yeah, I can tell it's affected him. It's good that you heard this from me. You know how rumors and grapevines can be. People are even saying he's a killer. I'm not surprised they're saying that. They're connecting totally unrelated events. You don't know they're unrelated. I mean, this is a video game after all. They could very well be related. Our arrival has nothing to do with all this. But you know how it works, right? People always need something to blame. A figurehead for all their problems. I suppose that's true. But they should focus on the real culprit. Clace is harmless. He couldn't do that. You don't know this. You do not know Clace. Don't assume shit. You're telling me. But it's still odd. Suicides are happening at midnight, too. It's not just a killer. It's something else. And whatever it is, we have no idea. Some people are blaming the supernatural. But I have never really believed in that stuff. The limo slowly comes to a stop. But that just leaves us all in an awkward silence. Well, I guess that means we're here. Thanks for making conversation with me. Even if it was in the realm of the... What the hell? Macabre... I don't know. Yeah, could have picked a better time. Was your goal to scare us away, Rook? Because it almost worked, you know. No comment. Let's go. I used Lynn without saying another word. For a little while there, I was starting to feel free. but now I'm getting bogged down by terms and conditions. Though when I think about it, it's not too bad. I can play along if it's for the citizens' benefit. We don't want to let slip why we're really here. They cause a panic in the middle of Akihabara. Well, we're here. Welcome to Akihabara. Just watch your heads as you exit. We won't want you to bang them on the way out. We both nod to do as instructed. Electric Town, here we come. Would you like to save your game? I would love to save my game. That sounds like a good thing to do. Before I stepped out in the limo, I was scared. Brooke didn't exactly instill us with confidence. However, upon seeing Akihabara, that all changed. I've looked at pictures before, seen things online, but like with anything else, pictures don't suffice. Well, what do you think? It's stunning. I almost don't believe it. It's prettier than I could have ever imagined. So, where is this maid cafe? I've been dreaming about this for years. Don't worry, it's not much further. And I guess I can open up to you now. No need for secrets between the three of us. We're going to the Cafe Chat. It's a popular joint around here. Run by a bubbly girl named Eclair. Are you serious, Jade? That's the one I heard about online. It's supposed to have a wait time of months. Yes, but remember who you are. Exceptions can be made here and there. Especially for the prestigious Lucky 2. Trust me, I don't stop at the basics. I was able to get you a session with Eclair. That's right, the #1 maid in Tokyo. You gotta be kidding me! Whoa, calm down. I think I felt the earth shake a little. I'm certainly not kidding. You know my humor is top-notch. You'll be able to tell if I was joking. No! I can't! Hey, that was actually a good one, Jade. Even if it wasn't intentional. By all means, lead the way. I'm trying so hard not to freak out. Not so fast, Keela. I have to go. Rook will be taking it from here, alright? He knows this area a little better than me. I have business to attend elsewhere. I need to get Inui back safely as well. Sorry I can't join you. Maybe next time. No apology necessary. Jade retreats back to the limo and slowly drives away. She was certainly a treat. A nice middle ground. Not as spazzy as Keela and not as insensitive as Rook. I liked her. Hopefully I get to see her again. Well, you heard her. Follow me and stay close. If I lose you here, I won't get you back. Rook starts to lead us down the street. He's staring down, focused on his tablet. I get the idea he doesn't want to be seen. However, that tablet doesn't make him invisible. I do give him credit, though. He's still able to lead us exactly where we need to go. I could never walk and use a tablet at the same time. It takes ability to multitask so efficiently. So, what is Eclair like? I don't know, I've never been. Well, you seem to know exactly where it is. You sure you're not hiding anything, Rook? I said I've never been. It's called GPS, Keela. I think I'm chatting on here or something? Oh, sorry. And when we get there, I'm not going in. I'll wait around outside until you're done. I'll watch paint dry. It'll be more fun. I wouldn't be caught dead in that place. Either way, I hope you enjoy. It does take a certain level of immaturity. Hey, that's rude. Don't talk to me about rude, Keela, especially after deciding where to go. You didn't even think to ask for my input. Bitch, I was honest with you about I have no idea when I'll get there, and you seem like you wanted to chew my head off, Rook, so you're fucking rude. Whatever. Before the conversation can continue, Rook stops. He points to a colorful shop that's a few steps away. It's over there. Go and have fun. Just don't drag me into your business. And don't take forever, right? We have to get back to the hotel tonight. I'll be waiting for you two over there. He points to an installation of benches nearby. You really seem to have a grudge against this place. Oh, and do me one favor, please. Don't mention my name to Eclair. I'll owe you big time if you do this. I want to mention your name to Eclair now. Wait a second. Eclair knows you? I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Before a moment passes, Rook is gone. Almost as if he vanished in the shadows. With nothing else to do, we walk towards the building. And after a pause, we enter the legendary Cafe Chat. When we enter, I'm shocked at how fancy it is. It seems as if millions of dollars went into this place. Howdy, strangers. Welcome to Cafe Chat. Oh, hey. We're here to see Eclair. And here was just staring at the floor. Almost like he's scared to face the maid cafe. Well, he did say this is one of his dreams. I'm sure he's just a little overwhelmed. Oh, it's you two. I've been waiting for you. It's me. I'm Eclair. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Don't have a panic attack now. I thought Keela knew all about this place. How did he not immediately recognize Eclair? Quick, come take a seat. No need to delay this any further. You two must be really special. Not many people can just walk in here. Are you celebrities of some sort? Better not tell her the truth. Not after what Rourke told us in the limo. He led us over to the 3-person booth. One side has 1 chair, and the other has 2. She takes a seat on the side with 1 chair. This leaves Keela and myself able to sit together. She glances at us piercingly, like she's trying to figure out what to do with us. Quiz time. Keela's eyes beam with happiness, like all his dreams are coming true at once. Let's think of something fun. Oh, I have a good question. Why are there only 3 chairs here? I look at Keela confused. How are we supposed to know this? Time's up. Now you learn. The number 4 is considered bad luck, like the number 13 in the West. It's usually skipped when it can be, but the explanation lies in Japanese. The number 4 can be pronounced as she. It's like the same as saying death. I think I remember hearing about that somewhere. She smiles and giggles at us after saying death. You have to admire her enthusiasm in almost everything. New! New?
What?
Oh, thank God, you actually are there. Just, commenting on the fact that the reason why they don't have 4 chairs, because apparently it can be pronounced as she, which is close to death in Japanese. I think I remember hearing about that before. Have you heard about that before?
No, I have not.
Well, we learned something. Well, there's also another reason. From above, the booths look like cat paws. What? How? That's why we call ourselves Cafe Chat. That makes no sense! From above, the booths look like cat paws. That's why we call ourselves Cafe Chat. That's French for cat. I don't know if I want to believe that. Look at you two, learning. That's definitely a better explanation. I hope she uses that one in the future. I was worried that talking about death would scare Keela. I look at him and he displays pure jubilation. Wow, you're so smart. What else can you tell us? Let's move on to another question. I have so many tricks up my sleeve. Sweet, I'm ready. This girl is just unreal. So much energy. Is she hooked up to a caffeine IV or something? Let's do something a little easier. Do you have any idea why I'm named Eclair? Fuck, I have no idea. Oh, that's easy. You're really sweet. Just like pastry you're named after. Wrong. It's because I'm really quick. Before I can even notice, plates appear on the table. Like some sort of magic trick. She really is fast. Quick like lightning. The true meaning of the word Eclair. It's also French, if you're wondering. She winks and then points to the plates before her. They're layered with angari or rice balls. Oh, Jesus. Alright, time for a real challenge. I've been holding back this question. Final round commence. Rourke refused to come in, didn't he? Oh, what? Guess he said not to mention him, right? Typical Rourke, as stubborn as ever. I know who you two are. Jade told me. So you two, do you know each other? He didn't even tell you that much? He seemed to hate the idea of maid cafes. He was just so suspicious. Well, that wasn't always the case. In fact, we used to be partners. Though such a time has long since passed. Whoa, that's heavy. What happened? Why did you two fall out like that? Eclair slumps down in her chair and her ears droop down. Is this what a maid cafe was supposed to be like? I thought maids were here to cater to our whims. Oh, you're crying. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. I'm just having some flashbacks. I haven't even heard his name in forever. So I'm kind of reliving memories right now. A tear drips from down her cheek. Even the call from Drayden was so sudden. It totally threw off my groove. I tried to remain calm when I saw you two, but I was fighting back tears all along. I guess this all just got the better of me. Please excuse me. I have to go. She runs away without another word, covering her face. What just happened? What did we do? We didn't do shit. I'm really clueless. Was coming here a bad idea? It seems we just made her relieve traumatic memories. If that's the case, I feel horrible right now. Should we leave? I really don't know what to do. This isn't what I expected at all. I don't know. I don't know. Well, she did cry and run off. I suppose we should do the polite thing. Let's go talk to her. I'll tell Killa that I'll go talk to her. You should go outside and tell Rourke I'll be right there. It seems like nothing today has gone as expected, but I can't just leave her alone like that, crying. Alright, I guess that's for the best. Shouldn't leave either side hanging. I'll see you outside when you're done. Keeler runs outside and I quickly look around. When I look where Claire went, I see a big door. It was cartoon painting of a cat's paw print on it. I'm going to bet this is her office. I decide to walk over to it and I slowly enter, just hoping that I can fix what happened here today. When I enter, I see Claire slumped over her desk. Her head bobs up and down a little bit. She's crying. After a few moments pass, I try to get her attention. Oh, hey there. I didn't think you'd come. Gosh, I feel like such a fool right now. Major's supposed to be upbeat and happy. Has it ever happened to you before? Everything is going perfect, and bam! Something reminds you of past events? Yeah, I nod. Who didn't get unpleasant flashbacks? Not everybody can be happy all the time like that. No, no one can be happy all the goddamn time. Not a soul. Because if you're happy, if you're literally happy all the time, and never get sad or angry or anything, just permanently happy, that's a mental disorder. Possible insanity. Would you not agree?
Yeah.
It's just, we were so close, and then he left me so suddenly, almost at the snap of a finger. You know, I'm used to that. People walk out of here all the time, but I never expected it from my partner. Rook and I were the star duo of Akibara. He was the #1 male host in Tokyo. Rook was a host? That sounds so out of character. If he told me, I never would have believed it. We spent every day together. People would call us a celebrity couple. Our reservations would be full for months. We weren't really a couple, though. We just had to play the part. I know it was for the audience, but sometimes when you act something out, they can start to feel a little real. I must sound so delusional right now. I tell her that she definitely isn't delusional. She just gave into a pressure that was all too real. We acted like a perfect couple all the time. It was easy to lose yourself in a fantasy, especially one where you're so happy. But when the accident happened... Accident? I can't really say. It's his issue, but he started to act distant and rude. Needless to say, our business suffered. He found more joy in that tablet of his. Customers complained on a daily basis, and soon enough they stopped coming at all. One day Rook just didn't show up to work. I was worried he hurt himself or worse. He's very good at making himself scarce. I searched for him day in and day out, but one day I just had no desire to. Like a light switch just flipped in my head. Isn't that weird? We're so passionate about something, but in the next moment it can mean nothing. That one thing that keeps us going, it starts to hold us back in our lives. But then it becomes nothing at all. Is there a price for the memories we hold? And after it's paid, we just forget? And, well, if there is, that price could be costly. I know it's supposed to sound more sad, but I can't do sad female voice. And I can't do sad voice without fucking trying to make myself literally sad, so... You know, there's that. This whole ordeal almost ruined cafe chat. Depths of mass as I tried to fix things. New ad campaigns, new hosts, I tried it all. I had no idea Rook put her through so much trouble. But soon enough, I had to face the facts. There was no way I was going to stay afloat. So I had to make the call. I shut our doors. But just before I locked them for good, I noticed an envelope in front of the cafe. It had a name on it, with a heart. She does it one last time and then shows a smile. It was a check from... It was... a check? From Rook? It had all the money I needed and more. That's not how you... okay. More. I'll be able to keep cafe chat... I'd be able to keep cafe chat running. It came from a letter from Rook himself. He apologized for running away from me, but he told me he saved up for years. He'd be working alongside a Jade. They were supporting Pop Idol's career. Who was Jade, I thought? The new me? You know, that's why I'm so conflicted. I was jealous, but we were never together. I hated him for abandoning me, yet I thanked him for saving me. All these emotions came back today. I started with a call from Jade, you know, to organize your visit. I knew instantly which Jade it was. I saw Rook outside with both of you, but I could tell he didn't want to come in. That made everything come flooding back. Hope you understand what I mean. I'm sorry for botching your visit today. I owe you the real Maid Cafe experience. I wish I knew what Rook was thinking. I assumed he just forgot about me, but then today happened. Saying to both of you to my cafe, even the day he still thinks of me. There are so many cafes in Tokyo, but why would that be? He moved on. I guess there's something I'll never know. I doubt I'll ever set foot in here again. She takes out her phone and places it on the table. Would you mind exchanging numbers? I owe you and Keela a real session. I apologize profusely for today. It's spend the next few minutes exchanging information. I don't object. Keela would want to come back too. Yeah, I got a number. I'll ask you to leave me be for now. But trust me, I'll be in touch. I owe you both of you big time. I stand up and go to leave. That was heavy, as Keela would say, but before I can exit, she stops me for a moment. I forgot to tell you one thing. The real reason there are 3 seats, back at the cafe, I mean. I nod. The side with 2 chairs, it used to be for me and Rook. But when he left, I was alone. I had to switch sides. No longer would we entertain together. Just thought you should know the truth. I guess I'm not as quick as they say. Here I am, totally stuck in the past. On memories from so many years ago. But I have to push forward and work hard. Until the toll of these memories is paid. On that day, I'll stand tall on my own. She smiles one last time before I exit the room. When I go back downstairs, Keela's nowhere to be found. I assume he went with Brooke, so I go outside. I hope I don't get lost. Akapara is massive. Would you like to save your game? Yes, I would. So, do you think I should stop here or keep going for a bit?
Let's stop here for now.
Alright. Now I get to learn how to fucking get out of this game. Fuck, no. Do I just Alt-Tab? Is that what I do? I mean, saved. Is that safe? What do you think? Because, like, as far as I know, there's no menu or anything.
I would just try and click escape.
That moves things forward.
I don't know then. Alt-Tab and just cancel the process.
Enter does that too, and Shift and... Delete does nothing? I guess it's Alt-Tab and exit out of it. Okay, so... Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.